Hello, so in this video we're going to continue space shooting. We're going to focus on the player shooting and player shooting at the play essentially. Sorry about the pause there, forgot completely what I was doing. So, first thing we need to do is open up our space shooter scene and we need to create two new scripts. First one, make sure it's C# and it's in your script folder. It's going to be called enemy bullet. And the second one is going to be called enemy shooting. So to start with, we're going to focus on the enemy bullet one first. So double click on enemy bullet. Wait for it to open up. Visual Studio or Mono Develop. Okay, so here is enemy bullet. Let me just take some of these down for now. There we go. So, a couple of variables at the top. We need a speed. So, float speed. We need a vector2. Call this direction. And we need a bool called isReady. Okay, we're going to create an awake function. So just below bool isReady, type in void awake like so. And in there we want to say that the speed of the bullet straight away is equal to 5f, not 4f, and isReady equals false, because we don't want it to shoot straight away. Okay, so just below our start function we want something called a public void set direction. This is going to set the direction of our bullet to come after our player essentially. So in brackets vector2 direction, open and close parentheses. So in here we're going to state that our direction equals direction dot normalize, which returns this vector of magnitude of 1. You can get all this information if you just look at the variable names as well. And isReady equals true. Okay. Now, in our update function, we're going to state that if is ready, so if our bullet has appeared and is shooting, that our vector2 position equals transform dot position plus equals our direction times by speed times by time dot delta time, and transform the position of our bullet like so. Next we need to check that it is in the camera range, so equals camera dot main dot view port to world point new vector2 like so, and give it 0 0 semicolon at the end, and the other one is going to just copy and paste, Control C, Control V, but this time it is max, and that changed to 1 to 1. So another if statement, so this is quite a long one, so bear with us. So if transform dot position dot x is less then a minimum of the X, or, which is that, which can be found sort of next to your shift key on the left side of your keyboard, or transform dot position dot X is greater than our max dot X, or transform dot position dot Y is less than our min dot Y, or transform dot position dot Y is greater than our max dot Y. Open and close parentheses like so, and we're just going to say if it goes past them bounds, destroy our bullet game object. Excellent. So save that, Control S to save it, and what we're going to do first is we're going to add in our bullet prefab, which I've got just here. Okay, so I've already got one. You can just go on ahead and download one yourself. It can be any type, it's up to you. So just going to drag that in, make sure it's set how you want, and I'm just going to attach that script, the enemy bullet script, like so. Okay, make sure you save it as a prefab, just click apply there, and I'm just going to delete that. Okay, next script was our enemy shooting. Just going to ignore that. So enemy shooting, we need to first reference our prefab for our bullet, so public game object enemy bullet, like so, and create a new function called void fire bullet. Right, so in here we're going to get our player ship. So when the bullet spawns, it automatically finds the player object. So game object.find, and mine is called player, so I just put in player. If yours is called something different, you would put the correct name in there. So if player ship is null, game object bullet equals game object instantiate, and we want to instantiate our enemy bullet prefab like so. Then we need to set the transform dot position of it, and it needs direction. Obviously the direction is going to be coming at us, so vector2 direction equals our player ship, so it targets our player ship and locks on to that direction. So dot transform dot position minus the bullets transform dot position, like so. Bullet dot get component enemy bullet set dot set direction dot in brackets direction. There we go. One more thing we need is to invoke this on start. So invoke, and it needs our variable, our function name which we made, which is fire bullet, and every 1 second it shoots. Save that, Go back into Unity, make sure there's no errors. And there isn't. So to set this up, you need to first bring your enemy prefab back into your scene, and you need to create a new empty game object and call this enemy bullet position. Attach it to your enemy and make sure that the empty game object is close to your enemy, like that. Okay. The script that you're going to attach is obviously your enemy shooting. It's looking for a game object. That would be your enemy bullet prefab that you made. Okay. Next thing you need to do is apply, so that sticks to your prefab, and then just delete that out the scene. So if I press play now, the enemy should fire at the player if everything's been set up correctly. So they'll come in, and there we go. The enemies are now shooting. Excellent. So first go to File, Save Scene, File, Save Project. In the next vid we'll look at destroying the player, the enemy, the bullets once they hit each other. Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.